Have you ever wondered why some people can master complex subjects with ease, while others struggle for years without making progress? What if I told you the difference isn't intelligence, but a powerful learning technique used by the greatest minds in history? Has this ever happened to you? You spend hours reading textbooks, watching lectures, or reviewing notes, only to realize you can't explain what you've learned to someone else? That frustrating gap between knowing and truly understanding is where most learning fails. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the globe. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Today, we're diving into the revolutionary learning approach developed by Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, a man who could explain quantum mechanics to bartenders and make them understand it perfectly. His secret wasn't just brilliance. It was a method so powerful, yet so simple, that anyone can use it to learn literally anything. The foundation of this technique starts with a counterintuitive first step. Forget everything you think you know about studying. Most of us have been taught that learning means highlighting texts, memorizing facts, and cramming information into our brains. But what if that's precisely why we forget 90% of what we study within weeks? Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might completely transform how you approach learning forever. The Feynman technique begins with a radical shift. Instead of trying to absorb complex information, you start by simplifying a concept as if explaining it to a child. Imagine taking something like photosynthesis or blockchain technology and breaking it down into language so simple a 7-year-old could grasp it. When you do, something magical happens in your brain. You see, the moment you force yourself to use plain language and everyday examples, your mind begins to expose the gaps in your understanding. Those moments of hesitation when you can't find the right, simple words. That's not failure. That's the exact point where true learning begins. This simplification process isn't just about making things easier. It's about forging deeper neural connections. Information stops being abstract symbols on a page and becomes part of your natural vocabulary, part of how you think. But simplification is only the beginning. The second transformative step happens when you take that simplified concept and attempt to teach it out loud. Whether you're speaking to an actual person, recording yourself, or just talking to an empty chair, the act of verbalization forces your brain to organize ideas into a logical sequence. What often happens next is illuminating. As you try to explain, you stumble. You forget key elements. You realize you can't connect certain ideas smoothly. Most people mistakenly see these struggles as proof they haven't studied enough. But what if I told you these stumbling blocks are actually your greatest teachers? Every time you can't explain something clearly, you've just discovered exactly where your understanding falls short. And only when you see the whole can you fill it. This process of teaching to learn rewires your brain in ways that passive reading never could. If you're serious about maximizing your learning potential, hit that subscribe button now and join our community of people who refuse to settle for ordinary results. You'll get access to powerful techniques that most educational systems never teach. This dynamic process of teaching reveals the real transformation in learning, the journey from passive absorption to active understanding. But here's the hidden truth many educators won't tell you. Once you've identified those knowledge gaps, you must return to the source material with new eyes. This third step is where the real magic happens. When you review and simplify again, you're not just rereading, you're rebuilding your mental framework from the ground up. Imagine taking complex economic theories and translating them into stories about trading baseball cards, or turning abstract physics equations into visual metaphors about water flowing downhill. This isn't just simplification, it's a complete mindset shift that turns fragile memorization into rock-solid comprehension. Each time you cycle through this process, your brain literally reorganizes itself. Neural pathways strengthen, connections multiply, and what once seemed impossibly complex begins to feel like second nature. This is why so many breakthroughs in understanding happen not during study sessions, but during these moments of reflection and re-explanation. The impact of this approach becomes even more powerful when you incorporate the fourth element of the technique, creative repetition. But let me be clear, this isn't about mindlessly reviewing flashcards or reciting definitions. That kind of mechanical repetition is precisely what makes traditional learning so ineffective and, frankly, soul-crushing. Instead, the Feynman approach asks you to play with knowledge, to treat information like a multifaceted jewel that reveals different aspects when viewed from different angles. Let's say you're learning about photosynthesis. First, you might explain it using the analogy of a factory converting raw materials into energy. Then you could describe it as a solar power system. Finally, you might frame it as a chemical recipe. What's happening behind the scenes when you do this is remarkable. Your brain doesn't store information in single, isolated files. It creates vast networks of associations. When you present the same concept through different metaphors, stories, and contexts, you're building multiple neural pathways to the same knowledge. The revelations come when you realize that this doesn't just help you remember, it fundamentally changes how deeply you understand. This playing with knowledge triggers something else too, pleasure. When learning feels like creative exploration rather than forced obligation, your brain releases dopamine, the same neurochemical involved in reward and motivation. This is why children learn so quickly through play. They're not just memorizing, they're experiencing the joy of discovery. Subscribe. Now to transform the way you learn forever. I share proven methods that have helped thousands of students, professionals, and lifelong learners master complex topics in record time. Now, I want to go even deeper into this topic by exploring what happens when this method encounters its greatest catalyst, the moment of error. Because contrary to everything most educational systems have taught us, mistakes aren't failures. They're the essential ingredients of mastery. If any of these ideas are resonating with you, write in the comments, "My mind is expanding," because that's literally what's happening when you apply these principles. The moment of error is where the true evolution of your mind takes place. When you attempt to explain a concept and stumble, most people experience a flash of embarrassment or frustration. That emotional response is so deeply ingrained that we instinctively avoid situations where we might be wrong. But this avoidance is precisely what prevents breakthrough learning. What if we flipped the script entirely? What if mistakes weren't failures, but precise diagnostic tools revealing exactly where your understanding needs reinforcement? This perspective shift transforms learning from a pass-fail exercise into a journey of continuous discovery. Each error becomes a compass pointing directly to the gaps in your knowledge map. Consider this real-world scenario. You're explaining probability theory and suddenly can't articulate why independent events remain unaffected by previous outcomes. That stumbling point isn't random. It's your mind highlighting exactly where the weak connection exists. Instead of glossing over it with embarrassment, lean into that moment with curiosity. Ask yourself, what specifically caused me to get this wrong? This single question activates a different part of your brain, turning judgment into investigation. Behind the scenes, what's happening is fascinating. When you approach errors with curiosity, instead of judgment, you're rewiring your emotional relationship with learning itself. The fear response diminishes, and your cognitive resources focus on building bridges across those knowledge gaps. Each mistake becomes not just accepted, but valued as an essential ingredient in your learning recipe. But let's be honest about something that's often missing from conversations about learning techniques. None of this works without disciplined effort. The uncomfortable truth is that mastery requires work. Consistent, challenging, sometimes tedious work. The brain, like any muscle, needs resistance to grow stronger. There are no shortcuts to this fundamental biological reality. The revelation comes when you realize that the Feynman technique doesn't eliminate hard work. It transforms its impact. Instead of diffused effort spread across highlighting textbooks or rereading notes, your energy becomes laser-focused on the precise areas that need strengthening. It's the difference between watering an entire field, hoping something grows, versus nurturing specific plants with exactly what they need. Think of learning as building a mental cathedral. Each time you simplify a concept, each time you teach it, each time you correct an error, you're placing another stone in the foundation. The transformation doesn't happen overnight, but brick by brick, connection by connection, your understanding becomes more solid and more beautiful. The mindset shift required here is profound. We've been conditioned to view learning as a series of achievements, grades, credentials, passing tests. But true mastery comes from viewing learning as an ongoing practice, much like meditation or athletic training. There are no finish lines, only deeper levels of understanding and connection. If you've experienced moments where seemingly unrelated concepts suddenly connect in your mind, creating an entirely new level of understanding, type "connections forming" in the comments. Because that's exactly the kind of neural architecture you're building with this approach. So now you have it, the complete Feynman technique for forcing your mind to learn anything. Remember that what separates those who truly master a subject from those who merely study it isn't some innate genius, but rather a fundamental approach to how they process information. Your mind is an incredible learning machine when you give it the right inputs and challenges. I hope you found value in this exploration of how we can all learn more effectively. If you're someone who's constantly curious about unlocking your full potential and understanding the hidden mechanics of how our minds work, you'll feel right at home on this channel. We dive deep into these transformative ideas every week, breaking down complex concepts into practical wisdom you can apply immediately. If this approach to learning resonated with you, I'd love to know you're part of this journey. Type "My learning is transformed" in the comments so I know we're connected on this path together. Your engagement helps me understand what topics matter most to this community of lifelong learners we're building. And if you found this valuable, that simple click on the like button tells me to keep creating content that challenges conventional thinking about how we learn and grow. It makes a tremendous difference in helping others discover these ideas too. I've prepared a video right here that explores how to apply